All right, have we started? I think we're rolling. Welcome back, Internet. Welcome back to our live stream. My name is Alisha, and today we're going to talk about have to, need to, got to, and must. These are words we use to talk about responsibilities, things we have to do. So, there are some people in the YouTube chat already. Great. Let's see. Taylor, hello. Yes, everyone is here to learn English. Khan, hello from Thailand. Facebook is coming up in just a moment. So we're going to wait for everybody to join in. We'll keep an eye on Facebook. Not there yet. All right. Rogerio, hello on YouTube. I see you. Dewey, and I'm not late. We are exactly on time. We're exactly on time. Fantastic man. Hello from China. Thanks for watching. Driss, yes, I'm here. Your teacher, your teacher for today. Oh, it looks like Facebook is up. Maybe? Yes, Facebook is up. Edith on Facebook. Hello, I see you. Welcome. On YouTube, Eduardo, hello as well. Jennifer, hello on YouTube. Jonas, hello. Anderson and Leonardo from Brazil, hello. Rogerio, hi. And Sebastian, hello from Cambodia. No name from Cambodia. Mysterious. Okay. We are going to wait for other people to join. So while we join, a recap from last week and a couple questions we got last week I would like to talk about. So first I want to, as I do every week, share how I used last week's grammar point, the present perfect tense, in my own life. So you'll see it here in just a second. This was my tweet from last week. I was talking about, this tweet is actually about our recent whiteboard series that we're doing, where I kind of talk about a specific grammar point in the lesson as a lesson for a long time. And so I used the present perfect tense actually here. I said, this is the only thing we've ever done. We have ever done. The only thing we've ever done where it's just me alone in a room. So I was talking about all of our video experience as a whole, as a general experience. And I used here the only thing we've ever done in the present perfect tense to talk about our video experience. So this is one way that I used present perfect tense just in my everyday life since last week. So if you haven't seen that video, by the way, check it out. You can check it out. Let's see. I linked it here on Twitter. I linked it, let's see. I linked it there. It's linked on YouTube. It's linked on Facebook. So check it out wherever is convenient for you. Okay, let's see. More people are joining. Great. Tiago from Brazil. Hi. Alex on YouTube. Hello. Eric. Yeah. Hi. Lots of people from Brazil as always. Good evening. On Facebook, more people are joining. Nadine, welcome. Is it your first live stream? Cool. Rosa. Hi. Carlos. Hi. TK Lo Marco. Hello. And Andrew from Taiwan on YouTube. Okay. I want to go to some questions we got from last week, though. Last week we had some really good ones. One we got a few times was the difference between present perfect and present progressive tense. Someone named Yunno asked this. The difference between present perfect tense and present progressive tense, like for example, I have studied English for 3 months and I have been studying English for 3 months. Using the progressive tense, I have been studying, has a much stronger nuance of continuing. It sounds like you are continuing your studies. That action started in the past and is continuing to the future. It sounds like you have maybe more focus on that, that item that you're doing, that action you're doing. So if you want to emphasize continuity, you want to emphasize something continues to occur, use the progressive tense in that case. Thanks for that question. Also, from someone named Raphael, really good question. Any difference between do you ever and have you ever? Yes. So do you ever is an action you do regularly in your everyday life. For example, do you ever go hiking? Or do you ever go scuba diving? It means in your regular life, as part of your lifestyle, do you do those things? Have you ever, on the other hand, is about your past experience. Like, have you ever gone hiking? Means in your whole life, in your life experience, have you had the experience of hiking? So do you ever happens now. In the future, perhaps, or in your regular life, have you ever is a past tense question about your past experience. So thanks for that. Do you ever versus have you ever. Nice one. Okay, lots more people are joining. There are a lot of other questions, and I don't think I have enough time to get to today's topic. But I'll introduce it one more time because now a lot of people are here, I think, which is great. Also, if you haven't, please make sure to like this video. Hit the like button on Facebook or on YouTube. It's really helpful for us. People can find the video. And if we get enough people liking and watching the video, then we can continue to make live streams. So please, please, please hit the like button as well. Today's topic, though, if you are just joining, is have to, got to, need to, and must, and the negative form. So today we're going to talk about how to explain your responsibilities, the things you have to do. Okay, then I think we're about 6 minutes in, so I think I might start today's topic if that's okay. We have lots more people. Great. Nabil on Facebook, you are not late. You are on time today. You've only missed a few minutes. Gabriel on YouTube, hi. Sao Paulo, cool. Andresito from Guatemala, great. Mariana from Indonesia, cool. Thank you, Jesus, for liking the video. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Okay, but I would like to start today's topic, which is, as I said, have to, got to, need to, and must. We use these to talk about responsibility. So I want to talk about have to begin with. So first of all, to make have to and the negative form don't have to, it's a pretty simple pattern. You'll see in just a second here. So to make it, we have a subject like I, or let's use I for now. I plus have to or don't have to plus a verb. So for example, I have to pay my mobile phone bill, or I have to teach English today. For example, there's some expectation. Please be careful. When the subject here is he or she, we have to change have to has to. So he has to, she has to, and the negative form changes also. So he doesn't have to, she doesn't have to. So for example, he has to go to work early tomorrow, or she has to travel out of town for work, or you have to finish your homework. So we use have to for our responsibilities. We use have to for tasks someone else expects us to do. There's some expectation. And if there's no expectation, we might not do that thing. So I said, I have to pay my mobile phone bill. If I don't pay my mobile phone bill, I might not be able to use my phone, for example. Yeah, nice. Someone on YouTube wrote, I have to go to blah, 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 a place. Nice. So I want to point out, though, I have the whiteboard again today. I want to point out, though, a pronunciation point about have to. So sometimes non-native speakers, this is okay, will clearly say have to. But native speakers kind of contract this in speech, in fast speech. It sounds like have to. I have to go. I have to do my homework. I have to study. I have to teach. I have to work, whatever. So please keep this grammar or pronunciation point in mind for this for today, have to, as a pronunciation point. So let's use this. Let's use have to in the positive. Let's make a positive statement about your weekend, this weekend. So please share a responsibility about your weekend. The first question will be, what do you have to do this weekend? What do you have to do this weekend? So this weekend, I have to blah, blah, blah. This weekend, I have to clean my house. This weekend, I have to study. This weekend, I have to take a test. This weekend, I have to visit my family. This weekend, I have to take my dog for a walk. This weekend, I have to cook a lot of food. What do you have to do this weekend? Nice, YouTube, face one. Face one? I looked at Facebook. Nice one, first one on YouTube. Abul, I have to learn English. Nice. Pata Masri, I have to drive to work today. I have to watch this video today. Whoa, it's fast. I have to go, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Mali Wan, I have to read a book. Cool. Eric, I have to watch that video. On Facebook, I have to pay the rent. Carlos, I have to go to a party. Lex, I'm going to talk about must later. Just a second. Let's see. Ahmed, yes, I have to teach you every week. That is true. That is my responsibility. Selma on YouTube, I have to dance. Nice. Taylor, I have to help my sister with her homework. Nice. Mario, I have to sleep 23 hours? That's a long time. Matahari, I have to go to the city tomorrow. Nice. This weekend I have to go to the beach. I have to cut carrots. I have to pay my mobile phone. I have to take a midterm. Wow, that's going really fast. JC Trailers, I have to work this weekend. I have to volunteer in the pet shelter. Nice. On Facebook, I have to meet my friends. Garrison, hi, I have to run. Nice. I have to travel. I have to do my studies. Great. You guys have great sentences and lots of responsibilities. You guys have busy weekends coming up, I think. Great. Very nice. I have to go skateboarding. I have to go to the beach. Okay. I have to dance. I have to go to the bathroom. That is a very important sentence. It's true. It's true. Great. Kalyan, hi on Facebook. Great. Lots of good sentences here. Jack, I have to find you on Twitter. Sure, come find me. That's fine. I have to travel abroad. I have to make a pizza. Fantastic. Fantastic. I have to move my hair from my forehead. Yeah, it's hot in this room. Sorry, I move my hair a lot. It's hot in here. Okay, great sentences. Nice work. But I also want to point out that we can use have to in this way to talk about responsibility, but we can also use need to. So if you would like to say need to talk about your responsibilities, you can use it in the same way as have to. So I need to pay my mobile phone bill and so on. I need to go to work. I need to study and so on. So have to and need to we can use in the same way. But one more point I want to make. We're not going to change the example sentence. You might also hear have got to. So today I'm explaining from a perspective sort of American English, the way we use these in American English. Have got to is another one we use for our responsibilities. I have got to, blah, blah, blah. I have got to pay my mobile phone bill. But you might hear this in the contracted form, I've got to. So this have got to, or rather I have got to, will become I've got to. We contract the have into I've. I've got to. So have got to, or rather I have got to, becomes contracted to I've got to, which becomes even shorter. And grammatically, it's not so correct. I gotta. If you hear this, I gotta go. I gotta study. I gotta teach an English live stream. I gotta do something. I gotta leave. This gotta means I have got to. It's a responsibility. It's a necessity phrase. So I gotta. Please use this in speech only. I don't really recommend using this in writing. You can use it in casual writing, but in formal situations, generally not so good. So that's one more point I want to talk about today. Okay, I think maybe I should talk about your free stuff for this week. Yes, perhaps? Would that be good? Okay. Nice. Yes. Okay. So as always, this week we have some free stuff for you guys. The crew prepared actually from all of the stuff from September, a free gift package for the month. So within the free gift package, there's a bunch of free stuff. So that means PDFs you can use, a bunch of lessons, a series of new vocabulary and phrases that have kind of been put together by theme. There are a lot of different things in this package, and so it's all stuff from September the team has put together that is totally free. So if you would like to check that out, and definitely check it out, go download this stuff. You can find a link in the description below the video on YouTube or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. So please check that out. This is at EnglishClass101.com. It's the free gifts of the month, So there are a lot actually. I think you just saw a lot of different things that the crew put together. So definitely go download that, go check it out. And share it too. If you like it, share it. It'd be great. So that's the free gifts for the month for September from last month's good stuff. So check that out below the video on YouTube or above the video on Facebook. Okay, let's continue. If your response, by the way, a few of you said this on YouTube. If you don't have any responsibilities, so to go back to have to and need to, if you don't have any responsibilities, the correct answer to my question, what's something you have to do this weekend, use the negative, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. So just 1 point there. Okay, but I want to practice using the negative don't have to now. So the negative don't have to, which we talked about a little bit at the beginning of this live stream, is something that we use. Be careful for it should be something, a task or an activity that it would be reasonable to expect a person to do. So, for example, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, or he doesn't have to wake up early, or she doesn't have to call me back. These things, it's reasonable to expect another person to do these sorts of things. So please be careful. When you use don't have to, it should be for a reasonable task. Please be careful. So sometimes my students say, I don't have to drink alcohol at work. But in most workplaces, usually, it's not so reasonable to expect someone to drink alcohol at work. If you work in like a bar or in a place where maybe that's expected, fine. But in most cases, something like that doesn't really make sense. So please use it for reasonable expectations in your life, in your lifestyle. But let's try to make a negative sentence with the question, new question, what is something you don't have to do this weekend? What is something you don't have to do this weekend? Do not. You are not responsible to do this. So we'll use this pattern. I don't have to blah, blah, blah. I don't have to get up early on Monday. I don't have to get up early on Sunday. I don't know. I don't have to go to work on Sunday. I don't have to clean my house tomorrow. I don't know. So something that you don't have to do. Fantastic Man says, I don't have to be president of my country. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Good. So what else? What is something you don't have to do? Romulo on YouTube. First one. I don't have to work tomorrow. Nice. Elizabeth de Carvalho says haven't or have no. Here we won't use haven't or have no, but I don't have to. Don't have to. Ikasan on YouTube, I do not have to learn math. Nice. Sergio on Facebook, I don't have to work this weekend. Rosa, I don't have to get angry. Do you usually have to get angry? Please be careful. Make sure it's a reasonable expectation. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Alejandro on YouTube, I don't have to work this weekend. Nice. Jennifer, I don't have to take care of my sister, or I don't have to care for my sister. Taylor, I don't have to walk to work. Good. On Facebook, I don't have to cook. La Diabilita. Nice. I don't have to hesitate to drink alcohol at my friend's party this weekend. Okay, bon up, maybe. That's depending on your lifestyle. Cool. Nabil says, I don't have to leave now. Okay, because I'm watching your lesson. Oh, that's cool. I don't have to go to school on Facebook. I don't have to work today. Nice. I don't have to get up late this weekend. Eric, maybe. Okay, if you usually get up late, that sentence is okay. Beatrice, I don't have to work on Sunday. Good. Sharon, I don't have to practice. Another person, I don't have to worry about money this weekend. Oh, that's nice. I don't have to wake up early. I don't have to prepare breakfast early. Good. I don't have to go to eat at lunchtime. I don't have to go to school. Good. Sharon says, I don't have to speak English. Well, maybe, but it's good to practice. It's good to practice. I don't have to go to the gym on Facebook. Nice. Great. Okay, so we have lots of negative sentences. Remember, these are things we use for reasonable expectations. So keep that in mind. Okay, but our other primary topic for today, we've talked about have to and need to and a little bit of this have got to, which we use in the same way. But the other grammar point I want to talk about today is must. So a lot of my students have trouble using must. So we use must in the same pattern as we use have to. So here you'll see we have a subject plus must positive or must not negative plus a verb. So like someone must or must not do something is the pattern here. Same as have to and don't have to. However, when should we use must? What's the difference between have to and must? Essentially, in American English, we use must for official rules. For example, like within your country, within your society, formal rules or laws, or at the airport, for example, rules at the airport, rules at your workplace, at your office, maybe rules with the police, for example. So statements with must sound very formal. Must and must not sounds very, very formal. They sound like formal rules, depending on where you are. So we use must for things we're responsible for, yes, but they're used for formal explanations. Okay, and we use must to talk about things that are against the rules or we should not do, formal situations, things we should not do. We are responsible not to do these things. We use must not in those cases. One point about using must and must not, however, in these sorts of sentences, the subject of the sentence might not be a personal pronoun. So we practice using like he, she, they, for example. We might not use those personal pronouns as the subjects of sentences with must and must not. So at the airport, for example, we'll use like passengers as the subject. Passengers must show their passport at immigration. Or at work, staff must wear a name tag at all times. Or at an office, employees must not smoke in the office. So keep in mind that the subject of the sentence is a bit different. Okay, but I want to try using must with you guys today. So please think about where you work or where you study. So some of you are students, some of you work. I know that from last week, actually. You told me last week. So what is a rule at your place of work or study? At your place of work or study. So at your school or at your office or whatever, what is a rule? So if you're a student, students must or students must not something. Or if you work, employees at your workplace, employees must blah, 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 or employees must not do something. So for example, maybe employees must not wear jeans to work, or employees must start work at 9 a.m., or students must not drink alcohol on campus, for example. Okay, let's make a few rules about your place of work or study. Ethan is first on YouTube. Drivers must not drink and drive. Perfect. Very nice. That's a societal rule. Very, very nice. Excellent. Mohammed on YouTube. Passengers must be pat down at the airport. Okay, passengers must be pat down. Good. Remember, these are rules, societal rules, official rules, workplace rules. That's what we're practicing now. So please be careful, not your personal responsibilities necessarily, but formal rules like at work. Jennifer, students must be on time for class. Good. Esmeralda on Facebook, students must not bully others. Great. Loem, students must wear white shirts and black skirts in my school. Perfect. Rubens, you must wash your hands after you finish using the bathroom. Perfect. Ayalane on Facebook, students must do assignments. Good. Marcio, students must not cheat on tests. Good. Mohammed, students must use a uniform on YouTube. Good. Students must not bully others. We've had a couple of those. Good. Rindra, employees must not smoke during working hours. Good. Work time should be working hours. Yeah, nice one. Kenta, employees must not talk back to their boss. Ooh, nice one. Good one. Talk back means like be aggressive in conversation with someone. Great. Jennifer, students must not drink before class. Good one. On Facebook, Sekai, students must not cheat in an examination. Hi, Sekai. Welcome back. What else? Iftikhar on Facebook, students must have good manners. Nice. Susan, we must use a uniform at work every day. Nice. Dave, the taxi drivers, we usually use the subject as a group of people. Taxi drivers must be polite. Good. Matahari, students must not be absent from class. Good. Rob, employees must not speak Spanish if you work in an English call center. Nice one. Great. So these are perfect. Really, really nice job. These are formal rules or workplace rules. We use must, and we can use must not to talk about these as well. Very nice. Really nice. Okay. There's still a few more coming in. Students must be able to learn with all students. Iksan on YouTube, just one small fix. With all students. Also on YouTube, I must get a visa if I want to go out of my country. Good. Dave, people must respect wildlife. Good, at like a national park. Rubens on Facebook, you must not answer your phone when you drive. Good. Sliam, I must make a revision after my class. Okay, make revisions to something after a class. Good. Esmeralda, students must not have guns at school. Great. What else? Rosemary, college students must study a lot. That's close. That's close. Maybe. Nice one. Rogerio on YouTube, employees must not eat during work. Great. So we have some must not sentences here too. Muad on Facebook, you mustn't smoke in public places. Ah, great point. I think that's okay. Must not. So we're talking about using must not. Some of you are making great sentences with must not, but someone on Facebook just made a great point I want to mention using the contracted form. Oops. Sorry. Using the contracted form. There is a contracted form of must not. I should say, though, that American English speakers don't really use this very much. This mustn't. Mustn't. It sounds like mustn't. You mustn't do that. You mustn't do this. You mustn't do that. There is a contracted form of this. Must not becomes mustn't here. But American English speakers don't use this one very much. But it does exist. There is a contracted form of mustn't. Of must not. It becomes mustn't. Great. Thanks for that point. Okay. Wow, lots of good ones. Workers must not sleep on the job. We say on the job. To do something during working hours is to do something on the job. On the job. Good. May, employees must not wear short skirts at work. Perfect. What else? Nang on Facebook, students must plan their goals. Nice one. Matahari on YouTube, children must respect their parents. Good. Okay, so I think that people get the idea. Everybody's making really nice sentences with must and with must not. So I want to maybe finish, because we're running out of time. We're running out of time, but I want to finish with maybe one last point about must and must not. We can use must and must not when giving advice, but it's usually for a very strong situation, a very serious situation. So, for example, a doctor might recommend a patient, like you must stop smoking or you're going to die. Or maybe you must make a lifestyle change if you want to improve your health, for example. So it's in a very, very serious situation that we use must or must not to give advice. Also, we can use have to give advice. Like if you go to a different city, you have to do blah, blah, blah. You have to do something. We can use must and have to give advice as well as to talk about our responsibilities. But have to is a little bit more casual. It sounds a little more friendly. Please think of must as something you should use in formal situations. Andre on YouTube says people must watch your videos. That's very nice. But yeah, you don't have to, but if you do, it's great. Yeah. Okay, so we only have a couple minutes left, unfortunately. You guys have some really great example sentences with have to and must. But I need to wrap up. I need to finish because I have run out of time. So I want to mention next week's topic. Next week, we're going to talk about how to talk about your schedule. So we're going to use actually this grammar point. We're going to use this have to or maybe must, depending on your situation. We're going to talk about how to explain your schedule. So we'll use this grammar point and some grammar points from our recent live stream. So if you missed a live stream, please check it out. You can see them on Facebook or on YouTube. But I want to kind of review everything we've been discussing the last few weeks. So the next live stream is going to be October 11th. That's Wednesday, October 11th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Wednesday night, October 11th, Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us on YouTube or on Facebook. Both are fine. So we're going to talk about, yes, how to talk about your schedule. So explaining maybe your upcoming week or maybe your upcoming weekend. So I'm going to introduce some phrases. and maybe some vocabulary to help you do that. So we want to talk about like appointments, responsibilities, and free time. So I'm going to focus on that next week. Okay, so I think that's everything I need to talk about today. Thank you guys very much for joining me. As always this week, you had really, really great sentences this time. And if you have any questions, please make sure to leave them in a comment, either Facebook or on YouTube, because I really do check after the broadcast and I go grab your questions and then we can talk about them last week. So if you have any questions or comments, I'll try to answer them next week or maybe on Twitter, we'll see. But please, if you have any ideas or if you just want to send a message, please feel free to do so on Facebook or YouTube. Okay, I have to go now. It's time for me to go. So thank you very much. Please make sure to watch us again next week. And you're going to see our free gifts of the month for September when I leave. So please check that out at EnglishClass101.com. Check the link in the description on YouTube or above this video if you're watching on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining me this week, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.